still a diamond ratio. It's still a diamond ratio. Where the vibes are high and the combo flows. Real talk, big drinks and stories to grow. Tune in, let's shine, it's your time to glow. The diamond ratio, let's go, let's go.
Hey, I'm LaDonna Raeh with the LaDonna Raeh Show, and we are here celebrating Dr. Julian Wright for his Vogue magazine launch, baby. The whole thing about this is when people come out from Chicago to celebrate and support, I've got people like Mr. Sean White, one of the top R&B artists, yes, I've named him, from Chicago, to tell us what the environment is like. What's it like celebrating with Julian Wright?
I mean, definitely got to show support to, you know what I'm saying, people from your city. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we should support one another. Plus, he's a close friend, so, absolutely. Thank you for that R&B thing. I appreciate that very much. So.
Well, I got to, because have you heard his music? Excuse me, right? So, just knowing that someone like Dr. Julian Wright is going to be in Vogue magazine, which is like creme de la creme, it says something about his character and what he has contributed to the industry. What are your thoughts on seeing a fellow black man from Chicago on something like Vogue magazine?
I mean, I love it. I mean, I wish him nothing but the best, more success, much success, you know what I'm saying? And he deserves it, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing a lot. I've been seeing him throughout the years, so he, keep it popping, keep it moving, and go elevate from here, you know what I mean? Absolutely.
Elevate from here. Did you hear that? And here's the thing. We just spoke to the founder of Rolling Out magazine just earlier this morning. And black media is so important because the narrative has been what they wanted us to read and see and be exposed to. But now we get to create our own narrative even when we are placed inside of their publication.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
I see you doing your thing too, girl. You ain't playing with them. That's what's up. Yeah. Keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much. White y'all, and he is no stranger to being interviewed by me. When you see an interview with a gentleman like Mr. George Daniels, you already know to tune in, tap in, and listen in, because you are a wealth of history. Seeing you here to celebrate with Dr. Julian Wright,
yes,
being on the cover of Vogue magazine, I've seen you at other events, and you have come out to support local artists. This is your thing, George. Tell me why you are so committed to supporting black talent from Chicago.
Well, my history goes back even before I had George's Music Room. That's why I was outside here on Madison. It just blew me away. I hadn't been over here in so long. Before I started George's Music Room, I used to sell records wholesale out the trunk of my car.
Well, with someone as positive as Dr. Julian Wright,
oh, yes,
and putting the media out there in a positive light, which is not as popular as being ratchet, if you will. What do you say to Dr. Julian Wright for being on something like Vogue magazine? Because that's a big step.
Well, it's not a step. It's part of his journey. It takes how many steps, you just keep on moving. I mean, when I look at the years that I was like a kid. I was 19 years old when I started George's. And see, but that was because of my work ethic growing up.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this up with George because he's got some mingling to do. Y'all know how George does it. What do you have to say right now?
Congratulations to my friend, Dr. Julian Wright.
Hey, it's LaDonna Raeh with the LaDonna Raeh Show. There's nothing like coming out and celebrating a legend to be. That's Dr. Julian Wright. But who makes a Julian Wright but an attorney, Dr. Richard Wright, and a Julia Wright? These are his parents. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
You must be super proud. I see it all in your eyes. And this is black love, y'all. So I'm just here to tell you. Tell me, how does it feel walking into a room knowing that your son is already accomplished? Yes. But now this. Tell us how it feels.
It feels so overjoyed. We are so proud of Julian. I mean, he's always been such a meek and humble child. He always look out for his parents. He always have our backs, everything. And so we're just so proud that where God is taking him right now. And I'll let him take over. He's a talker.
Well, actually, Dr. Julian Wright is a chip off the old block because he's done radio, TV, and stuff like that. I did that myself as well, as being an attorney and pastor along with my wife. And Julian is...
Wait. He's a preacher's kid.
Oh, yeah. Both of us are pastors. Yeah.
Good.
He's a PK. Yeah, he definitely is a PK. And he is a young man who, I was telling somebody the other day that this event, the movie, and the other things he's done are like the root that's coming up out of the ground from the seeds that's been planted many years ago. But roots and spring up grow into trees, and trees produce fruit. And so we know that Julian is only at the beginning of his success, and that God will bless him exceedingly abundantly above all he can ask or even think. And we know that for sure.
You know, I have to say that I'm proud of you as parents, because it's a thankless job. I know I got 4 children. They never say thank you for being their mother, do they, right? But I want to say that it's important that we see this, because if we don't see what we want to be, how do we know what to be? And just having that support that you've given your son obviously is showing in your son. So congratulations to both of you. What advice do you give Julian in, say, 5 years? 5-year advice.
Just keep on being close to God, developing a strong relationship to God, and continue to be meek and humble, and be right standing, working towards success, and don't even think about the thought of failure, because success is in his DNA. That's what I would tell him.
Amen. I agree with everything he's saying. Put God first, and his mother too. Julian is my baby, and he will go a long way. Same thing my husband said. I agree 100%. I'm in agreement with it. Yes.
I could talk to them all day, but I know I have to be fair, and I know you want to mingle with everyone and see the success and see your son have this success with everyone that came out to support him. Vogue magazine is just one piece of the pie, but he, as you said, he's been doing this for a long time, and it's his time. So congratulations, I also say. And that's from LaDonna Raeh and his parents. And I just want to let you know that I'm up for adoption. Okay, so what do you say? When is
Take you. We'll take you as our daughter.
We'll take you.
New mom and dad. I'm nothing against my mom and
You got
dad.
an R in your name already, so like Richard. So, yes. Thank you.
Hey, it's LaDonna Raeh with the LaDonna Raeh Show. We are out here celebrating Dr. Julian Wright and his feature on the cover of Vogue magazine. And there are so many people here to support and show love for his success and his giving him accolades for being on Vogue magazine, right? And now I have a young lady that's ready to give it to you straight and tell us a little bit about how it feels being here to support Julian Wright. But first, tell everyone your name.
Okay. My name is Alice Boswell. I'm the host of Jam with Alice and the editor of Just Me magazine.
You're with the magazine as well. See? So you know how hard it is to pick and choose the person to be that one person to be on the cover. How hard is it to choose who would go on the cover of a magazine? And then we'll get to Julian.
Okay, so to pick the person, you want to look and see what they're doing, what contributions they have to society, to their community, and that's basically it. And then once you go through there, you're like, oh, he's doing this or she's doing that. Let's get her on there and let's feature them on the magazine.
But so many people are giving to their society and community, and we just don't know about it. So how do you figure out who's who?
Well, I select people by who's not known, who's not mainstream. So I go through that process. So, because like what you just said, everyone is doing something.
No, not everybody.
Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are doing something, and they want to be recognized for it, but they can't be recognized. So I pick the ones in my magazine who's actually doing something. Right.
So, how did
you don't know?
Yes. So with Vogue magazine, you being a fellow magazine as well, how big is this for Julian?
Oh my God, this is awesome for Julian. Yes, this is awesome for Julian. He is, to be on Vogue magazine, come on now, that is one of the biggest accomplishments that you can do, that you can have. Really, yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Alex. I want to make sure that Julian hears your voice about how proud you are of him. And tell me, how do you know Julian?
Okay, I actually met Julian at a lot of functions that I go to. So I go and interview, and I met him that way. So we just happened to sit next to each other and start laughing and clowning around, talking about his grandmother, Mary D, Miss D, and that's how I met him.
Now, if you don't know Mary D, shame on you. Google her right now. She survived so much. Okay. Now, I'll close you with this, Alex, because I think it's kind of cool that you met him at being at group functions. But does Julian look a little different to you now that he's on Vogue magazine?
Yeah, he looks a little bit different now. He looks a little bit different, a little bit high class, a little bit yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. Yeah, but I'm very proud of him, and you know, he's always been the guy. Whenever I met him, top to bottom, he's clean. Yeah.
That's how we met. He was wearing a jacket that I was in love with. I wanted to say, let me borrow that. It was blue.
Yeah. He wore a jacket that I saw, I think it was blue, and I'm like, you got to give me that. I want that jacket, right? So yeah, he top to bottom clean. He deserves it.
I love it.
Very proud of him.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. LaDonna Raeh with the LaDonna Raeh Show, and the man of the hour has really lit up the room, literally, okay? Let me just tell you, first of all, hello and congratulations to you, Dr. Julian Wright.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much, and just for you just being you, first of all. So you know, it's you the best. She's the best. She's the best.
Well, we met, and the energy has just been so much ever since we've met. I have to say that in watching and researching just everything that you've done, because we've had a chance to work together for real, and you have done nothing but pour out positivity. And I just learned more about you, Julian. Guess what? His parents are still together.
That's right.
And they are none other than attorney Dr. Richard Wright and Julia Wright. They came up here and they were so proud of you, are so proud of you, and I see that the apple didn't fall far from the tree. So how does it, to tell everyone out there that not everyone has that setup, that situation, but you can still persevere.
Yes.
Take us through, still pushing through, no matter what your circumstances are.
You're going to have oppositions for sure. You're going to have different things to rise up against you. But for me, the thing is, I kept going because I feel like I wasn't just doing this for myself. I was doing this for others. And by me doing it, I started to realize it's not just me having hope, but it's giving others hope. That there's someone else that they can, if I do it, you can do it. And so for me, it just started from there. The teachings and the training, of course, I didn't understand it then. I was like, why do I have to do this? But it paid off, and I'm grateful. It's going to continue to pay off. So, yes.
Well, with it continuing to pay off, not to mention, you're on Vogue magazine. I'm not going to play this off like, look at my V, okay? But being on Vogue magazine is just part of the accomplishments that are in store for you.
Yes.
But how did this one feel?
Yes, this one it just felt good to be able to be recognized and to be appreciated, first of all. You do so much work, and sometimes you just feel like, okay, is anybody watching for sure? And so, but it just makes me feel like it gives me the encouragement to keep going. I'm doing the right thing and I'm going the right places. So I'm excited.
Well, we're excited for you, and there's so many people here that we can barely fit in this place.
That's right.
For real.
Yes,
but just seeing the love, because you can tell how a person is loved based on the people that come out and show love.
Yes.
And that is what's going on here. You just unveiled the cover.
Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought I didn't know it was gonna be that amazing. I need somebody to bring it here. Tracy, bring that cover here.
Yes.
Can we? This is it for real. I can show this,
Yes,
right?
you can. Yes,
this is it for real.
Yes.
Like, this is an amazing Vogue cover. Now, Vogue really does it right.
Yes.
It's not like I'm not going to put down any other publication,
Right, yes.
but I'm going to say that Vogue is creme de la creme.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it has a reputation of having nothing but the best on the cover.
Yes, yes.
And now you're on the cover, which means you're nothing but the best,
Yes,
right?
yes.
But you had your own validation before now.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, you know, it just gives it to me that, like I said, it just gives me the confirmation that I'm going to right places, and you know, but for them to do it, I'm like, it's Vogue, you know, want to get me on here, and you know, it's just, I'm like, and it's very rare that you would get someone that's rising to be able to be recognized on there, and so I'm like, but you know, hey, it's nothing but up from here, so I'm excited.
Now, there have been other publications out there for so long. Have you ever been in a situation where they just weren't ready for you?
Yes.
And now they see you, they might be like, oh, by the way, what do you say to those people?
You know, a lot of times I tell them, I'm like, you know, I oftentimes think I'm like, you know, well, where were you when I was trying, you know, to do it? But I feel like a lot of times, you know what? You have to show people rather than tell them. And so create your own table. Don't wait for the table to be presented to you. And at the end of the day, if you want to come join the table, I'm open to it, but just come with the right motives, and we welcome you. We welcome you. So yes.
Well, more magazine covers to come. I can't wait to see it. And not to mention what you're doing in the community. Your show was amazing when watching it. It touched so many people, and there were some learning situations from those shows. There was always a takeaway. I want to know, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I asked you this specifically for a reason.
I definitely want to see myself in more growth, more opportunities, like I said, not just for myself, but for others. I want to be able to teach others. That's my main goal, how to get to this place and how to carry and conduct yourself and just be real. Genuineness goes a long way in this lifetime. And I know a lot of people playing dirty in this game, but you don't have to do that to make it. So that's what I want to be able to teach and just impart, and so we can have a better generation. So yes, in my generation, the ones that's before me, we got to do it. We got to do it.
Well, I see so much success in your future. In fact, I see success in you now.
Yes.
You know, how people say, God's gonna bless you.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
He's already blessed you.
Already blessed.
Okay, it's
Yes.
already done.
Yes, that's right.
Well, I say congratulations to you 100-fold. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, you guys, we just talked to Dr. Julian Wright, that's on the cover of Vogue magazine. We are looking at the, the September issue. This is the September issue, and it's going to be available September 30th. You'll be able to check out the article. I can't wait to read it. All right, forever and a day, man. All right. Well, as you know, we just spoke to the man of the hour, Dr. Julian Wright, who is an amazing human being. And not to mention, with him being on the cover of Vogue magazine, we are out here to support him no matter which magazine cover he's on, baby. But Vogue definitely, thank you so much for giving Dr. Julian Wright a chance to represent our community and do it in the best way possible. He looks great. The LaDonna Raeh Show, and we are out here celebrating Dr. Julian Wright's Vogue magazine cover feature. Everybody is so excited, including singer Dominique.
Yes.
You just had your album release party a couple of months ago.
Yes.
I hate that I missed it. Tell me about the experience, and then we'll get to Julian.
Okay, no problem. So I just released Unbecoming, that's the name of the album. And it's pretty much just exuding freedom, free to be you, and unbecoming the things that people may have said about you, and not accepting that, but accepting who you are unapologetically.
Well, here's the thing. Freedom ain't free, because because you gotta go. She's streaming, okay? So make sure you get that song. Just give me my money. All right, y'all, and we're gonna make sure that she goes viral because we want to make sure that the message of freedom is put out there. Now, back to Dr. Julian Wright.
For sure.
Walking in here and seeing all this support, what do you have to say to Dr. Julian Wright about his success in being on the cover of Vogue magazine?
Well, first of all, I just met Dr. Julian Wright, and
you didn't know who you just met, did you?
I didn't. I just met him. He stopped at my listening party, and I was grateful for that. I've seen him around, and every time I see him, he's always sharp, clean to the teeth. And I just want to congratulate him on, if that's what his truth is, and that's what his freedom is, and that's what he likes to exude, then continue to do that, because I'm feeling it myself, okay? So when I see other people do it, it lets me know, like, okay, that's their truth. Let them live in that, and I can also live in mine. And so congratulations, Julian. First of all, the cover is fire. It is fire. So congratulations, and I just say keep doing what you're doing. Keep living in what you call your own freedom for yourself, and being an inspiration not only to me, but to other people.
Yes, and you know what? Congratulations to you as well. Ladies and gentlemen, Dominique. Hey, it's LaDonna Raeh with the LaDonna Raeh Show. Once again, we are at Dr. Julian Wright's Vogue magazine cover release party. Can you say that like without getting the chills? I got the chills because I'm so excited. And I'm standing here with Miss Mary Folks. You have been so beautiful walking in and out of the crowd, and I can see that you have a connection with Julian. Tell us what that connection is.
Actually, the connection is I call him now my extended son. Okay, so you know you got your biological mother.
I knew there was something.
So with Dr. Julian, I met him. I was doing a fashion show in Joliet, and he emceed the show, and that's how we actually met.
So wait, did he walk the runway? I know he did.
He did not. No, he just emceed it, and we walked the runway.
No. See, even emceeing it, I can see him walking the runway a little bit, just a tad.
Next time. Yeah, we're going to do that next time. He didn't do it, though. We're going to do it next time. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. What do you have to say to Julian about his accomplishments, not just Vogue magazine, but all of the many accomplishments that he has, and this just being the cherry on the top for now, because there's more to come.
I was going to say the same thing. There's definitely more to come, and I always tell him, look for the hills for which cometh your help. So when you hear him talk about God, when he's doing his speeches and everything, even at the award show, I'm just so gravitated to him, you know. And then, like, my thing is that I don't see that good at night, so I find other people that can get me to where Dr. Julian Wright is at.
Yeah.
Okay. But for Dr. Julian, though, like, he is just so. He's filled with so much gratitude. That's another thing that I love about him, is that he's not a person that flaunts himself. He's definitely not a me, my, I person.
Yeah.
He's a person that loves people.
Yeah.
Okay, when you find a person that's genuine, they love people from their heart, and they accept. I mean, we had a connection from the first time that I met him, and it's been there ever since. So when you can find somebody that you can call your extended mom, your extended son, and you're not biological, that's an ace in the hole all by itself. Oh, you stop, Billy.
That is just a sweet thing to hear. Yeah.
A young man. That's the thing right there, being a young man and all the accolades that he gets, and he still, you know, some people get accolades and their chest stuck out and all that there. That's not Dr. Julian. You see what I'm saying? Being a young man and having those morals and willing, like he always tells people, if you come to me and support me, if I have the time, I will come and support you. And I love that about him.
What do you say to the young people out there that are fighting against being that young man that can take the high road versus what everyone else is doing, or should I say what the media is telling them to do? Yeah.
You know what I would tell to them? It's about the choices. Choices in life. My background wasn't all that good. Come from the same home with other people. The rocky road was there, and they took a different road, and I took that other road. You see what I'm saying? So it's about choices. Because one thing for sure, if you ever get in trouble with the law, they're going to make the choices from you. You will be stripped of those choices. And then what is that going to do? Someone else is going to dictate how your life is going to turn out. Make the right choices. You can do that for yourself.
Well, you heard it right here from Miss Mary Folks. She is not playing around. She is the extended mother to Dr. Julian Wright. Tonight's presentation is for Julian Wright, and she's here today to support it. Thank you so much.
It's still a LaDonna Raeh Show. still a dollar ratio, where the vibes are high and the combo flows. Real talk, big drinks and stories to grow. Tune in, let's shine, it's your time to glow. The LaDonna Raeh Show, let's go, let's go.